Hello, welcome to the forest. This is a reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and love and life. I'll be asking our guides about your current path and to illuminate your journey, and about the energies and love around you. And at the end, I'll draw a card focusing on the element that shows up to help you stay balanced. I know things look a little different this week. They'll be back to normal for a week or so. Hope everyone is having a great day, great week. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. I felt like there were some cats out in the snowy woods today for y'all. Maybe curled up in the trees. I'm just wandering around looking for a cozy place to sleep. We'll see. Maybe scampering around. Or maybe they just... Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, wow. We have a lot of them. Grooming, little white kitten, sleeping, cute tuxedo kitty, feeling, the black cat, and then another black cat with dreaming. A lot of cards of just being very restful, a lot of self-care, taking care of yourself, exploring your emotions, listening to your own self, your own dreams. I feel like this is you taking a break, maybe from some stress here in order to let yourself explore your dreams, explore your imagination, and maybe some feelings that are coming up along the way. Maybe there's something that you want to maybe start doing, maybe something you want to say something about. Maybe cuddle up with your loved ones, or maybe just do some self-care, maybe like a staycation type of mode here. We'll put these down here. Let's see. And then I'm going to be using the Good Tarot for where you are now. Do that. It's cute. Okay. All right. Where is Aquarius on their journey? Where is Aquarius on this cold winter's day in the forest? Everything is still. Moon is just starting to wane from that full moon that we had. Oh, you get the Page of Fire, the Magician, and the World card. Wow, so this is like some major good things coming your way here. I feel like you've been working really hard on something. You've been putting a lot of effort, a lot of energy into this, and you're feeling really excited about it. And it looks like you have achieved a success here. Like, whatever you're working on, you friggin' did it. Like, the world is your oyster, and you are sitting here as the creator, right? And I feel like you have this little spark of imagination, this go-getter energy here. If this is you in love, I feel like you are just manifesting this open door here, this gateway to endless possibilities, and I feel like it makes you really excited. But I kind of feel like maybe you're taking it a little seriously too, with how that magician looks, but I'm gonna keep going. We'll see. It's very strong beginning there. I feel like you're like, yes, like I wanted to do this thing and I did it. All right, so let's see, where's Aquarius on their path in love? Is there anything you want to illuminate for me here on this path? And this is the Angel Tarot. Okay, well that's too many, so I'm gonna put some of these back here. Take the ones that are face up. So we have the Queen of Earth, the Page of Fire again. Ooh, the Magician again. Dang, dudes, you were really all about this. Like, I was feeling that with that serious face. How wasn't I saying that? Oh my god, that's funny. Okay, the Ace of Water, the Knight of Water. Dang. So I don't know, I just get these excited vibes. I get these happy vibes. This, yes, like I'm doing this thing, I'm making these choices, I have these opportunities coming up, and I feel really good about them. And I feel not only are you like wishing and hoping for these things to happen, like look at that 2 page of fire. Like this, I feel like is you in alignment on your journey. This is what you really want to do. This is where you are and where you see yourself going here. I feel like you are very focused on that, on this creation aspect right now, and with this, with these page of fires. Trying to see what exactly is going on in this picture here with this one. It looks like, oh, that's neat. Okay. So there's actually this girl, it looks like. Yeah, let's see if I can get that to focus. Don't look at my nails. Um, she looks like a student of the mystical arts, right? Fire magic, let's say. And there's this dragon behind her and this full moon illuminated behind both of them. And she's creating this fiery circle, and within it you see this like phoenix arising. And I think that's just very symbolic of how you feel right now. Like you feel like there's this new beginning on your way here. Especially these other cards. And what's really funny is like when I first shuffling the what was it? I think the transformation card was at the bottom of the deck, and I put it back in because I was like, well, it'll come out again if it was meant to come in. Like, I felt like I just did that. But, like, that's what I feel like with us here. Like, that's what that was. It was that phoenix. And it found a way to come out here. But I feel like how it's coming out here is a little bit more studied, a little bit more practiced. This isn't something that's happening to you. This is something you are doing. You are creating this new beginning. You are having this victory here, this completion with that world card coming in, to say, hey, yeah, like what you were working on here, this was you going towards love or whatever. Like this is you finding your happiness. This is you being victorious. You know, I really like this Queen of Earth too. Like I feel like she's also victorious. She is very successful here. There we go. You can see she is creating this cauldron of gold as she's spinning this gold all around her. You know, she's that force that just glows, that everything she touches turns to gold. And she's very focused on her creative endeavors, but she's also very practical, very sensible, understanding, thoughtful. And I feel like this is a bit of the energy that you're tapping into here to create that magician energy, this creation energy here. This is the Archangel Raziel in this deck here. You know, and I really feel like with these two things together, like there's something about actual creation here, like with you manifesting this, like, you know, and with this Ace of Water, I feel like that's got to be love, right? This is you putting in that magic to create opportunities in love here. And I'm not seeing you necessarily, you might be focused on one person, but I kind of feel like maybe you are just as interested in having options as you are in just being in a relationship. I feel like you're open to both kind of right now. I feel like what you're really kind of going after here is just that feeling of love. And I kind of really like that. I feel like this is really, I want to say like thoughtful of you, smart of you, mature, I don't know. I feel like this is you saying like I'm not gonna put a face or an expectation on what this love is going to look like. I feel like this is you saying like I understand that this can come in a lot of different ways, but I still want to be happy about it, and I still want to like have these feelings and go towards this. And I mean, like I said, it could be you going toward a particular person, but I almost feel like this is you just opening up to the idea that you can find that happiness and love. You know, like you can follow those options to that place, or just even be open to having that love in the first place, but not really, I want to say, being picky and choosy over what it's going to look like here. Like I feel like with this Knight of Water, I feel like he's very charming, he's very playful. I feel like he's the kind of person who would be more interested in what the feelings that you guys share together rather than like all the other outside stuff, right? Like, um, and I feel like that's kind of what you're doing here. You're focusing more on how you feel about the situation, and I feel like you're using your like, I want to say your more grounded side, your more practical side in order to do that. Like in order to see the situation as it is, realizing that you can put your own touches into things. You don't have to get those feelings of, I want to say, acceptance maybe or something like that from others. Like you can find it within yourself, right? Like because you are this creator, you are this energy that can stand up for themselves, that can create, that is on their own, that is independent. There's we go. That's the word that I'm looking for. um, and I feel like that's what you are. I feel like you are very independent, and you're going towards this opportunity here. Um, because I feel like you feel this, and I really like this. I really like how you're completing this cycle and then moving on, and you're creating this, right? And you're going towards this, you're working on this. It's not just you wishing on a star, saying, oh yeah, I want to go towards love, and I'm just going to sit here and wait around. You're like, no, like I am like doing things about it here with these cards, the magician. Like this could be you, just putting together the situation, working on it. Um, maybe kind of just getting your ducks in a row here. And with that page of fire, like you're going towards this, like you're doing things, you're making movements, you're doing the thing here. And I feel like you're being very creative. And it might even be that while you're in this creative phase, maybe working on your hobbies, being independent, you're realizing, oh my God, like I can do this. Like I have these opportunities and love around me that I can go towards if I want to. And I feel like you're just in this really stable, kind of like hard working place here, but what you're working on is just, it's beautiful. It's just you um discovering yourself here, I want to say, discovering what you want, and like I said, like not really putting a lot of labels on things here, but just kind of, I want to say, just being you in the situations here, just doing you. And I feel like if you want to and when you need to, you kind of do push things a little bit here with that magician card. You do make things happen, maybe that little bit of that kind of like more like bossy energy kind of thing, or assertive, maybe I should say, kind of energy. But where you get like very, very focused. I'm like, I want to say, very like happy and into the moment kind of situations here, like if you're dating, whatnot. And it could be too, like, maybe you've decided to stop dating here and decide to level up this situation, and that's what you're focusing on creating here, creating that stable, steady kind of flow here while still being enthusiastic and happy and like passionate, right? Um, with all these cards of rest and feeling and dreaming, I kind of feel like this is you, like kind of coming to this moment or this place where you're like, wow, like I do feel this love, you know? And I kind of feel like you're just being open to it right now and just working hard on yourself, working, but anyway, I'm going to clarify something here. um, what's that world card about? I guess. I don't know. I want to know about that. Curious, I guess. Ooh, the Eight of Earth, the Eight of Air, and the Five of Air. So wow, so this was you leaving behind any kind of negative thoughts, any kind of conflicting thoughts that were going on, maybe even conversations with people, things that just weren't matching up, and you were kind of just like, oh great, now we're gonna have to figure out if we're gonna work together. Do I have to like smooth this out? Are we gonna fight? Like whatever, kind of like that. Like she's doing this kind of like balancing act here, right? And there's just kind of like a lot of energies going on around, a lot of thoughts, a lot of being unsure, not really being super stable in your mind there, going to this place of, I want to say, seeing things from maybe a higher perspective here. I want to say from a place where maybe your thoughts are a little bit more restful, like you kind of took a break from them for a minute. I want to say, and you kind of were able to kind of sort through them, look at things, and I kind of want to say you found your roots there. There's just something about this, like how she's looking down here and these feathers are floating down, and then we have this Eight of Earth here, these things that you put your time and your effort into, your energy, the things that you love and care about, the things that are worth something to you, blossoming up into this beautiful work of art here, this masterpiece of music in earth and leaves and branches and little fairy creatures. Anyway, and I like that. I like that. Okay, so I mean, I kind of was just curious, like what you were completing there, and I feel like this was you, um, kind of just putting any negativity to rest here, kind of realizing that what you have in front of you, the grounded aspects, the more material aspects here, were really good, and they were blossoming, and you were like, yeah, I need to keep working on this. You found your way, and I love that. That is absolutely beautiful. Um, so anyway, I'm gonna look at this Knight of Water. And we're gonna look at the energies and love around you. I'm curious if this is a person around you, or if this is you feeling this. But I mean, you must be feeling it for somebody, right? Like the Lovers. You do see somebody. Oh my god, you are feeling a way about something here. Wow, Archangel Raphael clarifying your Knight of Water here. Your like, hey, yeah, like I see this energy in front of me and they make me excited and happy and like I want to look at these feelings more. Yeah, you definitely do. And I do think there is maybe a particular person here. I don't know. I mean, dang. Okay, let's look at the energies around you in love. I gotta see. Um, Use the mystical Manga Tarot. What are the energies around Aquarius and love here? Okay, that was a lot. So, jeez. Okay, yeah, that might have been too many, but we'll just kind of quick look at them. We have the Chariot, the Seven of Water, the Four of Water, the Nine of Earth, the Knight of Fire, the Seven of Swords, the Star, and the Ace of Wands. I feel like maybe y'all kind of dated in the past or something, possibly. Or something happened when y'all first started, I want to say when you first started the relationship, right? Like maybe, and it could be, that you were with that thoughts that you were having there with that conflict, that there was something going on here with this energy. Um, because I kind of see that echoed here a little bit with this Seven of Air, like them kind of, maybe not 100% sure if this conflict is over or not. Kind of still keeping an eye on the situation. Kind of like, maybe this is okay because you know what? We also have the Star, so I'm not saying anything bad here. With that or anything, especially with this kind of one, I kind of feel like she's smirking a little bit. She's like, well, we'll see what happens here. Maybe not quite giving it their 100%. It's not that they're gonna completely wipe the slate clean. I feel like, however, with like I said, with the Star card here, I kind of feel like they're working on things. They're kind of feeling like the situation needs healing. They need healing, and we have that King of Wands, which is very fiery, very passionate. We also have like these stable, grounded, like maybe they're focusing more on their material aspects right now, and actually maybe are in a pretty good place, financially, or just where they are as far as like who they are as a person, being very stable. Because it looks like maybe in the past here, I want to say perhaps like when you like maybe it looked like one of those situations where maybe you weren't sure if like you could get together with this person or not. Like I want to say like maybe they weren't 100% sure if maybe they were in your league or that kind of thing. Like maybe they thought maybe this was too good to be true. Um, because I kind of feel like they felt this energy of one of you expressed yourself to them, to the other one, and the other one was kind of like, meh, I have options, right? And it might have been this person that they, or maybe I'm not even that. It could be that maybe they just didn't see it for what it was, and now they're kind of like, wait a minute, I kind of have to like rethink this. With this Ace of Fire, especially in the Chariot, this is getting things going. This is like, I'm going to keep moving here. We're going to keep this going. With that Ace of Fire, seeing all these different possibilities. Like, where am I going to, like, start putting myself here as far as my actions go? Like, where do I want to move on this? With that King of Fire, which is very assertive here, I kind of feel like, regardless of whether or not this person is healed from the situation, I feel like they do feel this. Let me set these down. I keep waving them around. I feel like they do feel like this was something that was very grounded and stable. I feel like maybe there was a point where there was some sort of conflict. Maybe things just weren't aligned or something. And like I said, like one or both of you just maybe couldn't maybe be in the moment at the time. Maybe it was also that kind of energy that like maybe they are that kind of like fiery, passionate energy that kind of rushes in, rushes out. But at the same time, I feel like they are that confident person who has a lot going on. And I don't think that they're like necessarily unstable. I feel like as far as their job and career goes or whatever, I feel like they are stable. I feel like, and they probably know that too. I feel like they're very confident, maybe a little bit like arrogant even here with some of these cards. But at the same time, maybe not. Maybe they're just so surprised by this happening that they're kind of like putting on a little bit of a facade here, because they do have a little bit of those doubts here that are still carrying over. Like, I don't know if we should do this or not, kind of a thing. Like, I see this here, but I'm not 100% sure. And they are still healing from whatever has happened to them or is happening to them, probably, maybe, currently. I just kind of feel like they're in this place of trying to maybe get a little bit of a handle on the situation here because I feel like they are mostly in control here of what's kind of maybe going on in their world. And maybe just kind of surprised at what's come up here between you two. Maybe still just healing from the situation, trying to like look within and figure out, where do I have these feelings? What are these grounded in? What do I want to move towards here? Like, what is going to make me feel happy and zen at the end of the day? Because I kind of feel like that's kind of where they're going here. Like I feel like that's where they want to start off from in order to keep going and push this into a more passionate or exciting kind of energy. So they might be like they're an earth sign or something like that. I mean, they could definitely be a fire sign here with those other cards, but something about this, it just makes me feel like they want this beginning to be a beginning, a new beginning. Like I don't know. Like I kind of want to just see here. Let me clarify. Can you clarify the Ace of Wands? The Hangman. Patience. Yeah. Okay. Which is funny with that Chariot. Like I was saying, maybe things just weren't aligned, right? And maybe they're just looking for that minute, that patience, that figuring out where their heart is at right now. Because I feel like they are this very dynamic personality who can really be a hard worker here. And maybe they just have like a lot going on. And they feel maybe a bit, like they constantly have to keep going. But when it comes to this like passionate new beginning here, where they want to put themselves. They actually want to stop and take a minute. They want to look at things differently and kind of be able to see things from another perspective. They want to be able to, like I was saying, like there's for some reason, like I was saying at your son, I don't know, like they just feel like they want to just stop and be able to assess the situation, because I feel like there's a reason they're that King of Wands. It's not because they just rush in and out. It's because they plan things out and they are fiery and passionate, but they're also a king, right? They're that energy of like, maybe they're maybe a little bit more dominant, you know. And I feel like, you know, with those doubts or whatever, and the fact that you're getting over some sort of conflict, you know, I kind of feel like um, I feel like that's good. I feel like that's really good. I feel like that's really good that they want to take that minute and think about things that they know they're healing. Um, you know, yeah, and they're definitely keeping an eye on the situation here. You know, exploring their feelings about it, which is really good. And I think that you are too. You know, you definitely feel this. Um, you know, I feel like your cards are really good here, really strong. Like you really want this really badly, and it might be with this person here. I would say just give them time. You know, they just want some time here. You know, and it could be they have stuff going on they need to take care of here. You know, maybe that they need to let go before they can move into this. You know, it looks kind of like that's what they're thinking here, feeling on some level. On some level, they are feeling that way. Um, but I really like your energies. I feel like you're both very independent, very solid, very stable, and you're kind of just looking at everything, and I think that's really neat. I feel like if y'all do come together, it's going to come together from a very beautiful, grounded, stable place here. But anyway, I'll get a card here to wrap it up. I feel like I've been rambling forever. So I was asking for an energy to vibe with. It's gonna be air energy. You have the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. Wow. I mean, you know, you're Aquarius, right? The truth is out there. Oh, I mean, this is the universe saying, be in your element, be that strong, wise truth teller, the person that gets to the bottom of the situation. Like, you know your truth, you know what you're about, and if you don't know what that is, you can find it out, right? Like, you know, like you did with yourself here, when you decided to focus on the things in your life that were really grounded, that were stable, that were making you happy, right? And if there's something about their situation that you're not sure about, you know, like maybe you're like, well, I don't know about where their thoughts are on this. You know, they're saying, well, like it's okay to look into that, right? It's you, this is you getting to the truth of matters. This is you cutting through any of that bullshit. This is you knowing when to say something, when not to say something. It's being true to yourself. And not only that, but the King of Swords, like he's very, I want to say he's like that cool, calm, you know, very logical, very intelligent. There's something about this one I want to say it's also very calm, very serene to me, I almost want to say. And you know, with this Ace of Swords, I feel like this is like all the elements coming together here. Like this is growth in the direction of your thoughts. I feel like this is you getting to the bottom of anything that you are unsure about. Like getting to the truth of the matter and all the things, right? And about your feelings, about their feelings, about where you want to go with this, about anyway, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm rambling again. Okay. Anyway, if you need energy to vibe with, the universe is suggesting air. They are suggesting being that wise owl, that truth teller, that knowledgeable being. All right. Anyway, take care.